Actually, I'm gonna try to keep it on, but we'll see. Before I'm gonna ban someone by accident by the phone holder. See in here, feels good, man. Once I'm gonna close it up for now. All right. So yeah, we're gonna be doing one city today, and the train I got is actually in less than 3 hours. So it ain't gonna be a big one today, but it's a nice train and stuff. So I'm gonna try to hope on that. It should be kind of enough. There is not that crazy much around. So we're gonna go to all the main stuff here. Maybe we'll get some food gear, we'll see how the time will be. I mean, it's Uzbekistan, right? It's the more or less the same food gear as I can get in Tashkent, so nothing crazy. Maybe some different type of samsa or something to get, we'll see. We'll see. But you're gonna be already heading back home for like 1 week break until it's time to go for another mega IRL. Already in the most you know, mainstream parts, the normie parts of Uzbekistan, you know. All right, chat opening. There we go. There we go. All right. Hello guys, hello. Hyped for Oblivion remake. Kinda don't really like care too much. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Better than nothing, right, I guess. But not like I'm like super pogging about it. Alright, 1 second, let me get them up. Let me get them up. So let's go to the fortress first. It should be like right here. Should be very close, but okay, how to get there? I'm not sure if I can get through. It does seem like I should be able to though. Doesn't seem like it. Well, actually, let's see, maybe. Let's go. It is a remake, yeah. It is Unreal Engine, and they do be changing some of the mechanics and stuff too. Like, it's not just, you know, the looks. They're gonna be changing some of the things that they think didn't age well, you know. Mega food gear time. All the food gear. Alright, if I go here, yeah, I totally ain't like going here. Nice road you showing me, map. That seems like some sort of military, you know, like base or some stuff. Yep, gonna go ask them if I can pass through. The app shows me there's a road. Let me in. Alright. So yeah, I decided to skip Naman Gun for today. We'll see, maybe at some point I will return and go there again. It ain't that crazy much there. It ain't crazy much here. I thought for Andijan, you know, it was the most ancient city in Uzbekistan. And on the Silk Road in general, I thought that will be some, you know, like boogie-woogie stuff here going. Actually, not really. Doesn't seem like it. So, well, we're gonna see what we can see then. Gonna see what we can see. So yeah, gonna walk. There is a fortress here. We're gonna go there first. Then I think there was something near the fortress. I'm gonna double check. I think it's some like sort of like mausoleum or something. We'll see. That one maybe is at least accessible compared to some other mausoleums before. And then we're gonna go to the Jami complex, which is seemingly, by the looks of it, is pretty much exactly the same as the one that we visited in Kokand. So, yeah. So it's just gonna be, the taxi driver is even here, holy. So yeah, it's gonna be potentially the same stuff, potentially sort of the same thing as I already visited. Seems like the same concept, you know, of thing. Everyone having lunch, a lot of people. All of the people. There is the fortress even. Like, this seems kind of like some dang districts here, not somewhere where you find the fortress. Yeah, I thought it's like, you know, ancient is gonna be like some dang, you know, old school stuff, and now they're just building apartment blocks, as you can see, all over the place. No ancient shit for you, man. Oh, what a nice trip today from Kyrgyzstan. So I kind of like, I guessed it right in a way. So like in the evening, I'm like rolling back to the hotel after the insane food, and I just kind of like, you know, just sit down to chill a little bit, and there is a knock on the door. I'm opening, and that's one of the tourists that I met like earlier while drinking like coffee in the hotel, and that I was talking to at the top of the mountain. And he was like, you know what, I guess I might go with you to Andijan. Like he wanted to go later, and I'm kind of wanted to go early to stream. And he's like, well, I can join you. And I'm like, sure, no problems. I mean, I offered it myself because, you know, dude doesn't speak Russian, and English is not really that crazy good around. So I offered him like, yo, I'm going this way anyway, so can go together. I have the right ups and stuff for taxis and shit, so let's go. Well, dude, you know, it's kind of sounds funny when you put it in perspective because he's like 58, but to be honest, he looks like way younger than that though. If not like the gray hair, I wouldn't even say. So basically just kind of like agreed to meet in the morning and then went together. A guy is from Germany. Like he's from Germany, and so apparently there is. We also met another lady from Germany, and during the breakfast. So apparently in Germany you guys have the program that is kind of like, well, I obviously don't know the right name, and it's in German, right? But like the program kind of like senior mentors or something. So like people like over 50, people who already like retired and stuff, can just go join that program, and they can go to different like countries, like sort of volunteer. I don't know if there's like some pay involved. I assume maybe there is a little, some sort of financial motivation, and they can go to other countries to kind of, you know, like share their experience, their proficiency and stuff like that. So basically, like the lady, the breakfast is actually working in Kyrgyzstan, in Osh, with their like tourism agency, sort of, I guess, like ministry or something. And the dude I was traveling with today, he is, well, his wife is like volunteering in Samarkand for like 3 weeks or something. Not sure in which field, but like yeah, she's volunteering there. So he's going like Andijan right now, then he goes Kokand also, just as I did. Today he didn't really stop in Andijan, he went to Margilan instantly. Never heard of that so far. Apparently it's pretty big. It's kind of like German program, like, you know, assisting some like poorer countries and everything. Just sending your like people who already kind of like, you know, retiring and have like some time basically and will to go do that stuff, which like lady is kind of suffering, I guess, because she was like learned time Russian and stuff, right? And she's like, oh, like your English is so good, like I'm working here with like the tourism ministry and no one speaks English. Like their like main guy who I interact with, he doesn't speak English whatsoever. Like some younger guy who also works like with me, I'm just like teaching him English basically. I see your cards, I see, nice. Ah, I see, Nick, I see. Wait, costs more money as in you pay money. Interesting, alright. Now here it seems kind of like it's like volunteering, like you don't pay anything. Maybe they even like pay something to you, I'm not so sure. So yeah, we're traveling today with that guy who was assisting him with all this stuff. And he actually does learn Russian though. For a few years already, like kind of like, you know, on the casual level, like once a week have some like lessons. Kind of little hobby. You know, you can read stuff. I was like asking some stuff how it properly translates and stuff. It was cool. He was asking me a lot about all the streaming stuff. He's like, my son is 25. Like he's all into all this. I kind of don't really know much about it, so it was like really enlightening, you know, to learn about it. Yeah, it is volunteer work, looks like, yeah. Like, I don't know if they kind of, I assume they probably provide you with some, like, you know, accommodations and stuff, like food expenses maybe. Like, I don't think you're supposed to kind of like pay out of your pocket for that. You just don't get paid salary, I assume, but they cover your expenses maybe. I'm not so sure. That would make sense at least. So yeah, that was a nice trip today. I was like faster passing, you know, of the trip. Yeah, I think that's one. I think that's the one, yeah, Kwak, yeah. Senior expert service, yeah, that sounds like it. I see, Nick, I see. Well, that lady is there for a while. And the guy's wife for like 3 weeks in Samarkand, so yeah, I don't know, maybe like since he's 58, like I don't think his wife is like retired completely, right? So she's probably working, and that's like vacation, I guess. Vacation to volunteer. Yeah, you traveled a lot of Central Asia, like last year, this year, like been to Pamir Mountains. I was like, damn, that's like quite the trip you had there. And that was really nice. Average age is 70, yeah. Yeah, lady in the morning did kind of look probably close to it. Now the guy is 58, his wife, well, I don't know, maybe like 60, I guess. Maximum probably, doubt it. And yeah, he's like traveling a bunch though. Like she went to volunteer and he was like, you know, also on vacation. He ain't gonna be sitting home alone. So just kind of like grabbed his stuff and went very much to Dushanbe, Tajikistan. From there 7 days trip over Pamir Mountains. And then got in Kyrgyzstan. Hanging out in like Osh where I was yesterday. Now he goes to Margilan, which is like Fergana. I was day before yesterday, right? And Margilan is like to the north, like 10 kilometers. It's kind of older, I guess. Maybe it would be more interesting than Fergana. Fergana was kind of like nothing really there going on. So, quite the trip. Assalamu alaikum. And after that, I assume also kind of go into Samarkand and stuff to his wife, maybe traveling somewhere else too. Hey Steve, good morning. So to these people, yeah, big respect, really cool. And yeah, according to that lady, they could use it because she was like, it's really not funded at all. Like tourism is completely not funded in Kyrgyzstan. Like they literally looking for someone. She was also asking like, oh, are you kind of like working here in IT and stuff? And we need like someone to make like an app like for tourists and like the website, you know, for tourists. But you know, the budget government doesn't give us shit. So we just kind of like looking for someone who will do it on a really low budget or like for free pretty much. Yeah, see, Steve, I see. Feels bad, man. But yeah, just like living here, chilling in the same hotel as me. So went to get some breakfast. Yeah, it was nice. It was interesting. Also, like everyone was like asking about, you know, the current situation and stuff. How it is for me. Everyone was like, damn, this shit sounds fucked up. I'm also going like taxi to the border from our hotel. And another one, you know, like another typical taxi you could experience here. Like dude basically also lived in Moscow for a long time and worked there as a taxi driver too. So we just started talking. He was like about the food, like, oh, yo, dude, you need to go to those places. I'm like, well, I'm leaving today. No, you just remember, like when you return, you go to those places. And he actually did recommend the same restaurant that I went yesterday. I was like, oh, I've been there. Oh, respect, that's a good choice. And that was really good, actually. That was indeed really good. It was a food coma though. Good thing I have like those like pills for digestion improvement, because like in the evening I was like, dude, I'm dead. Too much food. Dude, what the fuck? That doesn't look like the place where you're gonna find the fortress, man. Did they already like demolish the fortress and build some apartment blocks or some shit? Like, what is this, dude? But I do kind of find this is really cool, like, you know, like something really cool to do when you like retired and pension and stuff. Not just like, you know, sitting watching TV or some shit all day. You actually kind of like travel, still remain, you know, sort of like connected, socialize with people. And, you know, you do something useful, put your, you know, experience that is still there, you know, it didn't die or something as soon as you retire, to some good use. That's really cool. And like places like Central Asia, for example, if you're like, you know, quite old and stuff, then like people really respect you. And there's a lot of like age-based, you know, respect. Like even like I'm kind of like, you know, like a random tourist, and like, well, right now I was with the camera, like the kid kind of like greeted me, but sometimes even without the camera you go and like some kids can just like, you know, greet you. That's just kind of like normal. And if you kind of like already like way older, then there's way more respect for you then. So like for such program, that sounds like Central Asia is perfect. We're gonna treat you with respect and everything. I did with a taxi driver also, like talking food, right? Like he already telling me some recipes for some dang stuff too. And yeah, and the German guy is sitting back, but he like understands like part of it, like bad, but like parts of it. And after the ride, he was like, "What you were talking about?" Like it was about food I got, like about meat and everything. And I'm like, well, yeah. And then I kind of was like there was traffic, you know. I was like, yo, do you guys like? Are you planning to do something with traffic? Like, what is this? This traffic is like pretty bad for small city. And he's like, yeah, like started to do something, you know, at least like current government, you know, like actually puts money to use, not in their pocket. Like the current president, you know, like wants to like stay in power. He knows what we do with presidents. And yeah, like you can look into like the Kyrgyzstan story with presidents. You totally don't want to fuck with these people, man. All right, is that it? One moment. Well, I guess. So basically, switch to like, you know, like the president stuff. And then out of nowhere, you know, chat is ripped though. I hope the signal here is going. Well, this is indeed sound like a relic, I guess. Actually, maybe it's not connection. That might be just Twitch chat. You just can't connect to it. Oh no, okay, there is entrance. Well, that's a dank one, all right. Kala Majmoizi. Yeah, Kala is like in many like Turkic speaking languages. This fortress basically. In like Caucasus region also, Kala equals fortress. All right, now I read you in the chat finally. All right, looks like Memorial Complex Fortress, Architectural Monument, 1881. There it is. Dengit. Oh yeah, that is indeed very dank. Yeah, I guess that's just a piece that is left, sorta. It's like someone just leaving here or something. Like, what is this, man? There you go. Gotta get myself, you know, a piece of old fortress. Plant some shit here. You know, have it as my garden there. Is that the case? Yeah, there's like some museum inside or some stuff. But doesn't seem like a lot going on here. Insane RAM. Well, it doesn't seem like functional one. Kamoi Castle now, yeah, it does kind of seem like it. It's like such a like obscure like location also for it, you know. I feel like a huge piece of the wall is actually rebuilt though later. Like the bottom part may be old, but this one, that one also seem kind of old. And these bricks to the left seem kind of more modern. Does have cameras and everything though, I guess, so at least they do have some security and stuff around this one. But yeah, that's just kind of like in the middle of nowhere, sorta. Boom, there's a fortress. There's some walls, and that's it. There it is, dude. Ah, it's disconnected. Come on. Go back. Turn back. Alright, good. Connection do be going places. Yeah, that's totally not as dank as what we're gonna see like in Hiva and stuff. Like, dude, this will be insane. Like, end of month gonna be the dankest stuff. This all for now was kind of just a warm-up, you know. Just a warm-up, including for me. Alright, 1 second. Let me check where was that other thing. I think it was somewhere here. Alright, yeah, it is kind of close. Oh yeah, okay, I see there. It is quite close. Alright, how to go there? Okay, alright, let's see if I can get there that easy. Oh, well, YouTube changing layouts again? Damn, son. They just have no chill. Always changing. They all like some lighting and stuff too. Totally not exactly, you know, like the peak tourism recreation object here, I guess. Let's put it that way. Doesn't seem like it. Kids finish school. Assalamu alaikum. Everyone's greeting. Should go with alaikum assalam on the second one. When you answering. Alright, chat, work. Stream should be working, but the chat is going pipegi. Chat is going pipegi sometimes. But yeah, Kyrgyzstan was nice yesterday. I did like it. Kind of sad they're not getting like a lot of touristic developments there going. I think there is a lot of potential. Like in Uzbekistan, they already at least kind of like started doing something about it. Not in every city though, as you can also see with this fortress, I guess. Oh, what's that one, Steve? What's that one? What's the event? Okay, can you stop disconnected by phone? Brother, I want my phone connected. Alright, then what is this? What are you supposed to grind there? Game Club, PUBG, Dota 2, CSGO, Call of Duty. Damn, son. Turn it, okay. Yeah, can use some extensions for that, I think. Yeah, I think Hello posted, I remember, in Discord, how to make 5 videos also, I think. I see, Steve, I see. Oh, gotta try to find time to farm something at least. Farm at least some of that. Alright, let's see. So if I turn here, next road, that should be it, I think. Oh, we're gonna suffer, see? I see, alright. That's normal. All right, so this way I should be arriving right there. Some local street there. No, wait, not this one. Well, I guess this one also kind of works. Yeah, this one also works fine. This one also works. A local street. God, the shade is so good, man. You do indeed in Central Asia learn to appreciate it. And it's not even, the super hot time yet. But then it's getting a really, really dank. I like the clock tower here we go into. That is probably not super old anyway. But then there is also another thing, but I wonder where it is. It is on the graveyard. So I'm not so sure again. Like the graveyard is not always here kind of, available, and like it's just kind of like in general a little kind of weird, to go places like that with camera and stuff. Like if that would be like a separate thing, that would be different story. Like in Tashkent, that mausoleum was kind of like its own thing, standalone. Not on some graveyard or something, so you could just go visit that. No problems. Like part of like the garden rather than some graveyard and stuff. So that was kind of nice, and this one seems like more like a part of some graveyard and shit. It was like the same in Kolkanda, I think, also. And there was like the mausoleum, but I couldn't even like see the path there. Advertisements for the Russian language courses. Don't do it. Private housing is like pretty cool. Just kind of have this like the wall and the gate, and then inside you have this like yard, and with all the buildings being kind of like the perimeter of the land plot. And in the center there is kind of like this like garden usually and stuff, little garden, and a bunch of kind of like roofs, just so you have a bunch of shade there, so you can sit in the fresh air. And there's also some like mega, regular local street, the asphalt even, just like the concrete plates, tiles. And everyone's trying to plant like some like, how you call them, like crawling plants, some vines and stuff. So they kind of like grow and create the shade. Chicken. That's a giga rooster there, holy. He's looking at us, preparing for the attack. Ah, good thing I removed the hoodie also. And my shirt is bright. Feels good, man. Now I was leaving Kyrgyzstan, it was kinda fresh. It's like weather there is not really that poga for such activities. You put like not a lot of clothes, it's too cold. You put some clothes, it's too warm, or like it's fine when you stand, but when you start walking and streaming, then it gets too warm. And by the time we go to Samarkand, it's probably going to be giga heat already. It's also going to be fun because I think the hot water is gone now for a week or something. So there goes my, like shower on arrival, I guess. I mean, that's going to be a refreshing shower, I guess. Very. And the laundry machine is also going pee-pee again. Gonna need to sort that out. The landlord probably, it kind of sucks that we already paid, for the last month also. So I can't go like, we're just gonna call someone and just pay you less this month. And we'll need to negotiate terms. Technically, I think it kind of still works. You just need to like unpause the program every once in a while because it like struggles to pump the water out, looks like. So we can operate it for some time like this. But I'm still gonna like ask landlord probably. And does she want us to fix it? How will we deal with payment? Or she's okay with us kind of like using it this way for now until we leave, and then it's their headache. Hey Glorious, hello. How are we doing? We could kind of do it this way, just like keep using it and then just leave. And whatever, that's going to be the next tenant's problem. But that's not very nice, so I will try to deal with that. Not really the newest, like laundry machine, but it didn't help that my friend also like forgot to get a pack of cigarettes out of his pocket when doing some laundry. That probably contributed to the issues, even though filter is empty, he says. But I'll check, I guess, what can be inside. Maybe it's somewhere else clogged, not sure. A mega fence. Oh yeah, there it is, I guess. The insane super clock tower. Come on, I thought like Andijan we're gonna have like, some dang stuff all over the place. I guess the main dang stuff will be in Samarkand. That's where we're gonna get the most Aladdin vibes and stuff. The Fergana Valley cities are not that crazy. And I would say Kokand was kind of nice in that sense. Let's cross here then. Alright, let me see. The testosterone gym. Hell yeah, man. Oh, that's some fancy balcony there. And all the ornaments, and like in general, the house. Oh, it's just like the hotel here. There it is. 1 second. Camera down. Do this. Yep. And there's the clock right on it. That's pretty much the thing. All right, let me see. So from here, if we go up, how far is it? I mean, quite, but that's fine. All right, let's go to the Jami complex then. It's a nice car starting experience. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky. One moment. Alright, fine, let's go up there then. Past the testosterone gym. Actually, will we? If I go this way. Let me check. If I go here, no connection, dude. I literally have connection. What you talking about? What you talking about, man? All right, now it works. All right, this place. You have all the connection, come on. Faster. Taking a sweet time there. It's so slow. The map is taking its sweet time. Hey, you know what? Fine, let's go there. Whatever. Then we'll see how the time will be. Worst case, I'll just get like a taxi or something. Just like trying to see what is up there, how to get there better. But we'll get there, whatever. Just gonna like do it myself. And then maybe the taxi the way up, maybe, we'll see. Because yeah, I need to kind of be at the train station at noon to not miss my train and to go back home. Get some PC streams going for a week, and then next Tuesday is gonna be back on the road. Next Tuesday we're back to Ireland. Well, actually, I might do some tomorrow. Maybe, just maybe tomorrow. Well, tomorrow gonna be just kind of like usual, you know, Tashkent food grabbing stuff, probably. Most likely. Tempest rising on Thursday. I double checked, but I think like from 2 to 4 p.m. So I'll start like with campaign, and then we can do like maybe at the end like some skirmish. Probably. Perfect time? No. It's good. Yeah, tomorrow probably maybe we'll go grab some food here, just real quick. and back, you know, to the PC. Back to gaming. Two v two, I see. All right. I see. That's good. That's good. Yeah, more of that shade. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. All right, so keep going here. Next bigger road, we turn to the left. It's kind of like so many dang places, and there's still so many. It'd be nice to have like some car or something, you know, for the trips like this. So many things you can go to. Need my insane, you know, house on wheels, and just go on some insane trip, dude. That would be so cool. Maybe one day there will be, you know, good infrastructure. Gonna be some Starlink everywhere. Probably never. Like, I don't think it's ever gonna be here. Well, maybe not ever, I guess. Yeah, ever, I guess, sounds not right. But yeah, at least I think like current government doesn't want that stuff. Like, regulations in some places are not very in favor of such things. In Georgia you already can have Starlink, no problems. Sit there in the mountains, you know, no problemo. Or in the sea. That is so nice. It's gonna be so many like games to play though, dude. While I will be at the PC, so much to do. And then back on the trip, back on the road. Like Samarkand, Bukhara, Khiva, those places gonna be dank. Like Khiva, literally we're gonna be like living inside the fortress. And pretty much everything gonna be inside the fortress. That sounds real good. Alright, I think is it this road, or did I miss the road actually already? No, I think that's the right road. And this should be the one. Bigus Honkus. Green light, by the way, classic. Got some taxi going from here too, I guess. Yes, yeah. Well, we'll see about Oblivion. If they'll send the key. It's like my friend already wanted to send me the key. He was like, "You want me to buy it for you?" I'm like, "Nah, dude. Let's see. Maybe they'll send me the key." Not in a rush, dude. I'm not in a rush. I've already played it not long ago. But he's super excited. He's like biggest Elder Scrolls enjoyer. Oh, there's all traffic here too. Holy. First I was like, what is this parking here? And then I realized that ain't parking, dude. This is just traffic. I guess everyone is returning from Moscow or something. Because it's actually kind of in that direction. That's where we go. So, Kokon University. Alright, how do you even walk here, dude? Headache memes. It's actually really interesting for me. There's a lot of Indian students everywhere I go. No matter the country, Indian students study there, everywhere. And I respect that though. You're getting all the knowledge from all over the world. Shashlik, one skewer 7,000, 50 cents. Not bad. You know that, like local food and all the samsa is good for you when all the medical school students are buying it. Can be bad, right? They're literally doctors. Damn son, D&D market, insane. They sell some Dungeons and Dragons and accessories. Looks like bicycles and stuff. This way, it's again like some mega roads, dude. I'm just getting deeper and deeper. Hey, pony. I just kind of assume that it's like maybe their educational facilities already kind of like not having capacity to get all the students in, so they kind of just go and study in other countries. And I assume like diplomas from other countries also kind of work just fine. Don't need to be some sort of like insane omega country. Any country will do. It's a bit of water running there. Down here, feels good, man. Bring me that freshness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the taxi from there probably. Because it's kind of like 1.5 hours left, sorta. And I want to be like to see one more thing for sure and show you and get to the station and maybe grab some food on the way because I only had breakfast. And train is gonna be 6 hours, so you know I will need to get some of that. Well, worst case, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some science stuff on the train station, so the classic. That will do too. Just gonna get something to drink in the road and some food gear. That would be nice. Yeah, so far like Kokand was nice. Like really nice, you know, like places that we visited and really green and a lot of parks that I've been going through. Fergana was mostly parks and stuff. Like Andijan so far kind of feels like where there's everything, dude. No parks, no things to see. That's like the most ancient one in the city, in the country, and on the Silk Road. There's like the dank ruins on every corner, you know. That's kind of like living quarters and living quarters. And even like the fortress is kind of like, you know, just like embedded into some just regular mahala, like the living district. And sure, I don't think there was like some earthquake or some stuff destroying shit here. I don't think so. Like it was more where Tashkent is. Well, at least like the private housing is still here, so that is something. Not everything is Omega apartment blocks yet. I kind of have a feeling it's good then that I'm also like not going to Namangan because it's gonna be would be the same probably there. Exactly the same, if not even less good stuff. For now, the good stuff was basically the fortress wall. After Hujan fortress, I didn't expect that going on this trip, like Hujan will be one of the highlights. Hujan and the mountain yesterday. Those are my two highlights. Oh, really? Well, I mean, Fugi also yesterday, I would say for sure. It sucked like the connection was dying at that moment, but I actually turned the recording on, so I will see if it did record properly. And you could kind of get it on stream too. But yeah, when I was like on next to the view spot on the mountain, I was going down, and when it's like, you know, was like the prayer time, and from all over the city, you know, the muezzin started. That was something, dude. That was really cool. There was just like the mega stereo, you know, call for prayer from all over the city, right in your ears on the mountain. Very good. It's kind of way more of that in ocean general. Like they had like next to my hotel, I haven't seen any like, you know, mosques right there. Like right next to it, I haven't seen it. so don't even mind. Alright, bitrate is done here, I see. I'm going to the carriers. We are in the ding test. Bitrate 14, yeah. That's quite the bitrate, dude. All of a sudden also, it's like only one SIM card is pumping here. Other SIM cards not really doing much. But even one actually kind of can do stuff. That's good. That's good. Oh, this I'm also like with all of my still have the robot voice. Monka is glitching now too. There is like some command to fix the audio, though I don't remember. Don't remember. Insane fighting. I grandpa stopped it though. So let me know if it continues. I'll need to check. This is the robo. Hey window, thank you for the streak. Thank you, sir. Oh, let me know. It doesn't fix itself. I can look up the command. I forgot which one was that. Alright, any good? Is this any good? I don't know. Should I say that it fixed? Or are you just gonna try and that's it? Yes, this I think basically is the entrance to... Oh, it fixed nice. Damn, magic. Yeah, this is the graveyard. There should be the mausoleum, but I don't know if it's kind of like that. Let's go up and then like see if I can get to the mausoleum fast. It should be right here. Maybe I can real quick. I mean, I don't think it's kind of like that big of a problem for me to go there. I'm gonna yup less if there are people especially. But we go into the mausoleum. don't know if you can see it here now. Yeah, it looks like it's there, behind. Yeah, it's totally not the way you approach it then. I wonder if even Canada there's people there too. So I'm not so sure if it's that good of an idea. But let's see. I think mausoleum might be a part of the mosques. I'm not sure. I don't think I can. This one is also, you know, not really the touristic one. Yeah, what if I go to the other side? Yeah, I think the mausoleum is the part though of... I think mausoleum is the part of the mosque, so... I don't think I can. Try from that side of the street. The mosque doesn't seem like something crazy thing though, like it's quite new, looks like. But I guess they just kind of like built it around the mausoleum. The mausoleum, I guess, is like the old dank stuff. Oh well, at least we can see it. All right, at least we can see it. That's a small one. That's like the mullah. The mullah's mausoleum is the one who was like working in this mosque here. There it is. Yeah, it's kind of like a small one. It also seems kind of like a new one. It's interesting that it's like, again, like, you know, the massive old city, and then you have kind of like whatever is somewhat, you know, of a sightseeing spot. It is new, except for the fortress, I guess. But fortress wasn't even that much of a sightseeing spot. Let's go get to the street, and I think I'll get the cab then, I guess, to not waste time. Alaikum assalam. Let's see. And I get the taxi here then. Try tomorrow to get like some of the videos and everything going. We'll do a bit of the trip recap tomorrow after I grab some food. Yeah, maybe. It's now the next trip in the week. Well, supposedly we need to still kind of, you know, finalize all the plans with my friend. Like, I'm ready anywhere, really, anytime. And need to figure out when he's planning. Or rather, when he's not planning anything else, I guess, let's put it that way. But for now, at least, we're planning next Tuesday. So in the week, we're gonna go in the morning on the train, arrive, check in, and stream. That's probably gonna be the plan. That's probably gonna be the plan. From Samarkand then, first, most likely. Assume we go like the initial plan, Samarkand, Bukhara, Khiva, because like timing for everything else is not very convenient. And then from Khiva we probably might take the night train then back home, because like plane schedule is kind of dog, and plane is more expensive. A night train might be not too bad. Now let me see how bad it's gonna be here with the taxi around this area. Or it's gonna be fine. So we are kinda, well, actually I wouldn't really call it in the middle of nowhere though. I wouldn't really call it that way. Can you load? No. Okay, 7 minutes if we go from here. If we go somewhere else, will it be more convenient? Like if I go here, let's say. Still kind of well. Alright, from here I need to go all the way up in the city. So first of all, I'll need to go up this way. Oh yeah, the taxis here are like not really existing that much. No, shit, fine, let's go for now then. We'll see. I'm just gonna be taking a while to arrive here. Which I mean, I guess I can still do. Still gonna be faster. Why not showing me where we're going? Oh, wait a second. I think I know why. It got stuck like in Kyrgyzstan mode, looks like. What if I redo it here? Well, yeah, that doesn't really change much. All right. All right, if we go from here all the way up, how much time will it take? Because maybe there's like such traffic and everything that I can just walk that without losing too much time. I think it's like here. Well, 13 minutes ride, all right, not too bad actually. If that's the place I need to be though. Is that? Second, sorry, I'll let the chat close right now. Hello. Jami complex, 3 kilometers. Let me see. You build me the route there. No, you're kind of trying at least. It's so laggy though. Why are you so laggy? Fine, let's go. Pick a car, any car. It does seem kind of far. Let's see. Yeah, I put like the pickup location here, but thinking to put it a little bit further away. Alright, you know what? Cancel this one. Just gonna put another spot then. Seven minutes still, dude. Come on, what is this? You're gonna just like walk there faster. It's like 7 minutes wait, other than 15 minutes drive. Like if I just straight up walk there, how long will that take? Hey keep hello. How we doing? Now you guys lost e-booking there, I see. So I'm just checking the chat, returning to all the plan and stuff there. Now let's try it again. Well, takes a while here. Got incomplete Dink area here, didn't I? Yeah, what is this part of the city in general? Like even closer, kind of like bigger road here, it still shows like 7-minute wait. Like, come on, dude. What is this? What is... Let's try it. This maybe will do. This one shows 6 minutes. Doubt it though. Doesn't seem like it. I already almost arrived there. Almost arrived there already. Whatever, fine. Just go for a walk for now. I'll try to judge with the time how things will go. Nice, Steve, nice. Time to play all the games. Hell yeah, man. That is good. That is good. God, the map is not logging, dude. What is this? Taxi take a while. Well, that's a different one. It's not the app I use. This one seemingly working better here by the looks of it. There's one there too. Why is this app now? No taxi then. Yeah, the app is just like full log mode. Like, come on, dude. What is this? Nice, Steve, nice. Gonna get all the games. Insane. Wait, Lords of the Fallen with the Friends Pass? How does that work? How does that work? If you have a copy, you can just like get a friend to play? How does that work? Ah, that's how it works, basically. Interesting, alright. That sounds like quite the system then. Hey, why not? Sounds good. Sounds good. No people at the university. Everyone already done, I guess. Oh, I see, Steve. That's nice. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's actually in a game like that also makes sense because, like, yeah, they can't get their own, solo playthrough. They can only pretty much play with you. So that's already nice. Like, if they want to do it on their own, solo the game, they already need to buy it. Kinda smart, kinda smart. And wonder if I'll try from here somewhere. Cross the road and try from there.
Uzbekistan boshqa chiqasini bilmaydi. Che shahar aka.
Not even letting you pass. Hooray. They do not wait. Okay, 1 second. Super racing. Fine, fine. Keep going. But now still no luck. Nice traffic, yeah. Traffic is insane, dude. Yeah, like pretty big city too. At the same time also, yeah, like private, you know, housing. So it's pretty big, yeah. But the roads are also pretty narrow, so in some places it looks like it's very fun. Maybe now taxi. Got one. Alright. Just need to still walk around here. Здравствуйте. Love it here. Здравствуйте.
Добрый.
С Москвы.
С Москвы. Куда вы едете?
Да, к Jami хотел к комплексу съездить, посмотреть.
Куда?
Минарет.
Я понял.
Над железнодорожной станцией туда наверх.
Я не знаю. Я могу вас отвезти.
Да? Не, ну если вы не против.
Я тоже как-то снимаю, поэтому я вас увидел. Давайте вместе сделаем.
Ну давайте так.
Сейчас свою карту взял, потом вместе поедем.
Ну хорошо, сейчас, секундочку. Alright, let's go, guys. One moment. Просто чтобы камеру оставить. Оп. Здравствуйте. Вот так.
Что вы снимаете?
Блог, в общем, как бы. Я сейчас на карте покажу. Спасибо вам большое. Я что-то пытался тоже такси все найти, но не находится.
Можно сказать, мы тоже с Москвы. Жена оттуда.
Был.
Если хотите, мы в воскресенье организуем тур по Кыргызстану. С нами поехать.
Я туда заезжал уже, я там уже побывал. Ну, я пока только в Оше был, но сейчас в этот раз уже, наверное, больше не успею То есть я сейчас...
Город. Знаете, есть такая
На
место-
Памир?
Нет, туда далеко надо ехать.
Ага.
Ну, поближе. Хорохой, знаете?
Слышал, да, так точно не это самое, но слыхал.
Вот туда мы поедем.
Ага, здорово.
У нас есть типа маленькая туркомпания,
Угу.
организуем туры туда, в
Мгм.
Афганистан.
У меня вот сейчас просто уже так получилось, что как бы свой тур почти заканчиваю. Сейчас у меня в Ташкент поезд скоро. Я вот хотел как раз успеть просто посмотреть до того, как на поезд уже надо мчать.
Во сколько?
В 3:09. То есть как бы за часик мне бы вот туда заскочить, а там я уже дальше прогуляюсь до поезда потихонечку. Карта еле загружается. Так вот, теперь загрузилась.
Называется блок.
Представляете, где, да?
Да, я это понял где-то.
Ага.
Надеюсь, мы успеем.
Думаете, прям так сейчас с пробками будет так плохо?
Ну, дойти 15 минут, мы уже доедем. Как
А.
раз мы туда едем сейчас.
Ну вообще супер.
Это называется старый город.
Угу.
Вы на YouTube снимаете или Instagram?
На Twitch. Twitch.tv.
В YouTube?
Не, это Twitch именно. Такая платформа, да. Но это она больше такая англоязычная все-таки платформа. Но это не запись, это живая трансляция сейчас. Я как бы пока путешествую, немножко показываю
Где вы еще
страну.
помимо Узбекистана?
По Узбекистану, Какан, Фергана. Вот сегодня вот сюда приехал и обратно ну и Ташкент, понятно. В Ташкенте мы уже давно, собственно, с друзьями живем. Полгода уже.
Ну, уже, может, как местный.
Ну да, можно сказать.
А помимо Узбекистана, где еще были?
Вот сейчас вот заезжал, собственно, Бош заезжал, в Худжан заезжал, в Таджикистане, да, и до этого как бы в Армении, Грузии, так тоже по городам поездили. Мы теперь все кочевые стали после того, как война началась, так что путешествуем.
Сейчас мы здесь оставляем, чтобы мы потом поедем.
Хорошо.
Осторожно, вниз. Давайте.
До свидания. Хорошего вам дня.
Ничего не забыли? Вот, Виктор будет. Вот. Можно поехать.
Спасибо вам большое. Я что-то реально там пытался какое-нибудь такси поймать, и вообще ничего не это самое.
Можете там скачать Яндекс?
Яндекс, я на Яндексе пытался, там очень долго показывает, и что-то ничего не находилось, собственно. Я поэтому вот и шел уже, чтобы где-то на большой дороге попробовать поймать.
Вроде у нас прям Яндекс прям очень удобно.
Не, я вот сколько раз уже тоже Яндексом пользовался везде, и в Ташкенте, и в Фергане, и везде, а что-то вот здесь. Ну просто вот в том районе как-то, видимо, не это самое, недостаточно машин в данный момент было. То есть он показывал, что долго ждать очень.
Вот у меня есть еще, у меня там два тревел-компания получается. Одна из них только мы отправляем в Кыргызстан, а вторую вот по Узбекистану хочу организовать на прием работать. Но пока что пытаюсь,
А что, немного желающих путешествовать?
Да, может быть, как сказать, может я не так прям хорошо организую, может тут, может из-за этого. Но хочется на прием работать.
Не, ну сейчас вроде народу-то много поехало из России, как бы. Ну, и в
Да,
Таджикистане,
я тоже
когда
заметил.
были, много было очень, как бы, мне охранник там сказал в музее, что, говорит, ваших, говорит, много стало ездить.
Очень много, потому что я недавно сам ездил, Самарканд, Бухара, там, Хива, да, везде россияне, с ними там сидел, пообщался. Особенно с Казани прям очень много. Не знаю из-за чего, но многими общаюсь, откуда сказал.
Не, ну просто надо как бы сложности, видимо, именно как бы поймать, так сказать, аудиторию с рекламой и прочим, чтобы вы узнали.
Я сам отучился в Томске, там 7 лет я там жил. Ну, Россия, можно сказать, уже вторая родина.
Да. Это хорошо, когда еще нормальные отношения поддерживаются между странами.
Не, у меня там очень много друзей. Прям вообще, я как ребята с ними общаюсь. У меня там ребята вообще молодцы. Такие близкие люди.
Самое главное, сейчас много негатива пошло везде. Вот это плохо. А так,
Ну, люди бывают разные.
да. Я-то здесь, сколько вот здесь есть, негатива никакого никогда вообще сам не испытывал. Наоборот, только один позитив всегда.
Ну, как сказать, везде есть свои плюсы и минусы.
Не, ну да, плюсы, минусы, люди везде тоже есть свои разные, но я плохих людей здесь пока не встречал, это точно. За больше полугода.
Если здесь, например, никто не мешает, никто не трогает. А если то же самое. Я 7 лет я жил, мне прям никто прям даже не сказал, что.
Ну, это, кстати, еще может из-за того, что не Москва, потому что в Москве народ уже... Ну, в больших городах вообще народ более такой.
Да, я знаю. Я был в Екатеринбурге, да, там чуть не очень.
Да?
Нормально.
В небольших городах, конечно, ну даже вот, ну Ташкент тоже хороший город, но вот когда вот поменьше города приехал, так прям вообще, ну, еще более дружелюбные люди.
В Ташкенте наоборот, как сказать, кто говорит на русском, там более уже комфортно будет чувствовать себя.
Это точно, это 100%.
Чем азиатский язык.
Ну, здесь, конечно, тоже как бы проблем таких вот особо прям с языковым барьером не было, но да, в Ташкенте-то все практически
прям
знают, да.
все знают, да. Там удобно. Чем вы занимаетесь помимо блога?
Ну, по сути, ну, это вот основная, так сказать, деятельность, в общем-то.
Блог.
Сейчас пока все-таки места не самые дорогие для проживания, и нас как бы несколько человек, поэтому можно немножко это самое поужать расходы.
Да. Но мне кажется, здесь намного дешевле жить, чем в России.
Ну да, абсолютно. Ну, в Ташкенте я бы не сказал, что прям намного дешевле, но дешевле все равно. Аренда безумная, конечно, для нашего брата, так сказать, по цене, даже в сравнении с Москвой. А еда прочее, в принципе, дешевле.
В последнее время насчет жилья, да, снимать там дороговато. Если прям хорошую квартиру взять, там дорого. А покупать то же самое.
Ну да, покупка
В
тоже
последнее
очень
время
дорогая.
Недвижимость прям так сильно растет.
Ну, я сегодня ехал из Соша, как раз возвращался с немецким туристом из Германии. Ну, я ему предложил тоже помочь, так сказать. Ну, он по-русски-то не говорит. Я ему говорю, да, поехали со мной, я по-английски говорю, поехали. Я там переведу, что нужно, что ему тоже в Андижан вместе приехали, а потом ему в Маргилан надо было. Вот. И пока ехали, он тоже спрашивал, говорит, а сколько там вот аренды, сколько же стоит квартиру купить? Я говорю, ну вот то, что смотрел, так в Ташкенте $70, а аренда где-то $700-800 большой трехкомнатной квартиры. Он такой, да ладно, у нас в Германии за такие деньги можно как бы жить, снимать квартиру спокойно.
Я вот поехал по Европе недавно. Там вообще, ну, удобство там лучше, чем у нас. Но, мне кажется, там аренда, мне кажется, дешевле, чем у нас.
Да, аренда может, ведь в небольшом городе точно дешевле будет. Несмотря на какая страна, конечно, но даже вот в той же Германии, допустим, в небольшом городе будет дешевле. Скорее всего. Ой, да, это оно уже. А, ничего себе, быстро доехали. Ага, да. А я вот отсюда и как раз и пойду. Ну, нет, это еще и времени у меня тогда дофигища, в общем-то.
Ну, у меня тоже есть время, если я гулять посмотрю, покажу. И потом как раз вас отвезу и заберу жену.
А, ну если так вас устроит, вообще просто замечательно.
Я вам покажу еще парк у нас.
А, ну главное, чтобы времени просто хватило тоже мне уехать. Oh, here we go, guys. Insane.
Как вас зовут?
Никита.
Никита, мне Шох.
Шох?
Да, можно Шах сказать. Так, проще.
Шах проще.
А так, полное имя Шоху.
А,
А теперь я вас угощу мороженым.
да ладно, не надо, спасибо.
Давайте.
Да не надо, спасибо.
Давайте снимите тогда лучше потом.
А?
Лучше снимите сначала,
Ага.
а потом коктейль куплю. Там у нас очень вкусный коктейль делают.
Да, сладкое тоже не очень. Я лучше он потом какую-нибудь самсу дорогу возьму. А то до Ташкента ехать-то долго потом. Alright guys, we're gonna go like a little, you know, speedy mode though, because train is in an hour. There goes the super art. The insane people, man, here. The insane people. Always willing to help. I'll see. Maybe I'll need to pay for the tour later, though. Who knows? But considering I kind of wanted to get the taxi and stuff and go here. Yeah, this is like, if you notice, it's pretty much kind of similar to the Jami complex in Kolkanda, except this one is kind of like more big, way more, really. This is the Jami complex. Got like some local masters with like arts and everything going. How's going, Ultan? But yeah, the city is indeed very massive here. And just literally like give me a lift while like dropping his wife and daughter to on the school or something. And then he said he's also probably gonna just get me into the train station and then go pick them up. Insane. Oh, the shade is nice. like in the car. Well, I was sitting like an idiot there too, obviously, because I have the backpack, and if I would start removing stuff, it's like it's annoying to put it back, and then it's also like all the cables and stuff that get disconnected, and just like sitting like pipiega there with this backpack and stuff, feeling a little too warm. Feeling a little too warm, especially with the setup in the back. And I also have like a full backpack of stuff there too, like my hoodie, all the things. At least we got something, something worth really checking, because the rest of the stuff was today a little underwhelming, not gonna lie. From Andijan I was expecting there's gonna be some dang stuff, but looks like the main dang stuff we're gonna get only in Samarkand and stuff. Like that's where it's gonna be the biggest, the dankest. There's a lot of artists here actually going ham. Everyone's on plein air. I'm getting some open air art sessions here. Oh, sure is a bunch to draw here. Sure is. All right, time is all right. I think like 50 minutes. Well, a bit less, because I probably should arrive a little earlier, not by the time the train is actually leaving. But the station is closed at least, so yeah, I don't know if this actually gonna give me a lift back or anything. I'm just kind of like when filming, if I now kind of was like talking to someone, so I don't know if you're gonna catch up or anything. But if not, I'm just gonna get the taxi back to the station. Which is not that far from here. I can actually even walk maybe there. We'll see. But yeah, better to be there a little earlier. I wanted to kind of like get like the Ding train, sure, like the local night trains. But maybe we'll get a chance to do it like in Hiva. We'll see. Maybe. Because the Ding trains are kind of late today. And the Ding trains are, like the problem with Ding trains, the sleep trains, and they go like across the country pretty much. And they go late, so they will be arriving in Tashkent, like 1 a.m. and stuff. And like that's the problem. Like people will want to go sleep because they don't hop out in Tashkent. They go like to the other side of the country, so they will want to sleep. And I'm gonna be sitting there. So if there is like no seats at the bottom, like I checked one train a bit later, I thought to pick that one and show you the dankness, but the problem is like the only seat at the bottom, so I can just like sit at the table pretty much. Not like, because there's seats at the top, kind of like the bunk beds for the style, right? Seats at the top will be not very nice, because I will need to climb up there then, right? And climbing up there is not very good, because it's not that convenient. You need to lay down there also on the top bunk. That's not good. So I wanted to get like the bottom seats sort of, and the only like bottom spot was number 13, the only one that is not reserved. Like no one wants to get the 13th one. Looks like all the rest of the train, all the spots at the bottom like completely taken there. Everything completely taken there. Now let's go to Minarasi, check that. And we can head out then already, probably. Yeah, this is like kind of like, this complex is like a big square, really. Like the one that was in Kokand, that one was kind of like a small one. It was kind of square, but like it was way smaller than that. Like way smaller than that. And this one is massive. And the minaret is also kind of like, I think, bigger. Not taller, I think, but it's more wide, I feel. It is more wide. Yeah, it's like train. The train schedule in general here feels like unfortunate. Well, I mean, I guess they don't adjust, to some PPG streamers and their schedules. Sadly. So it's either kind of like a little too early for my stream, like I could like stream some more, like an hour later, 2 hours later would be perfect. Or they already like way too late, which is kind of a bit not good because, yeah, as I said, people will be on that train sleeping. And then I either need to like climb up to the top bunk, if it's the second bunk, or just, I don't know, peace out somewhere. Because the late ones were kind of late. And I kind of already want to like go today, because tomorrow I'm gonna get ready for Klerpsker, a bunch of other stuff, There are some things. All right, and there it is. This one circled around and can slowly head in the direction of that station. And this one is like the taller door also, looks like. Kinda. And not like in Kokande. That was the small door there. That was a very small door. Now let's head towards the train. Maybe let's see if I get the up to work here properly, did. And we get the up to work. Dude, what is with the up today? Holy. The mop is just dog. Massive square. Massive place, yeah. Massive square. A very massive one. All right, let's see. think I see him. Didn't leave. So let's see, maybe we'll get to the station then.
Где-то там есть еще музей, мы можем туда зайти.
А, музей? Нет, там может там просто может это соединение очень плохое быть. И там они частенько они не типа за съемку еще, короче, тоже там нужно отдельно им вошлять, поэтому ну какие-то я захожу иногда, но сейчас уже времени боюсь просто. Не так много. Ну да, лучше, чтобы на поезд нет самое, не рисковать.
Согласен. Еще надо ехать, как минимум 10 минут. Еще пока вы найдете вагон, то...
Ну да.
Время будет.
Какой-нибудь самсу сейчас здесь по-быстренькому взять с собой, чтобы в дороге поесть.
Там продают. Там продают в вокзале.
А, на вокзале? А, отлично.
Вы успели, да, все показать?
Да. Угу.
Если приедете в субботу, здесь будет, оказывается, выставка картины. Это, конечно, рисуют.
А, это все будет здесь выставляться?
Да, вот это будет.
Ага. So everything that people are drawing here is basically going to be exhibited here too. It's going to be an exhibition of all the drawing. Портфель не снимаю, потому что там все девайсы необходимые.
Ага, я понял уже.
Приходится вот так сидеть. Hey, motion man, hello.
В Европе это популярно, что ли, эта платформа?
Да. А больше как бы такая под контент с видеоиграми. Чем я, собственно, и занимаюсь, в общем-то, это я, так сказать, выбрался просто отдохнуть немножко.
Что играете?
Да во что только не играю. Почти, во все, что можно практически. Поскольку это все-таки как бы работа, поэтому много во что.
Как стрим, да, получается?
Да, это оно и есть. Просто вот сейчас в данный момент стрим с улицы, а так дома за компьютером.
Хорошо играете.
Так себе.
Недавно, оказывается, у нас в Узбекистане программист, типа обокрал банк около там 5-6 миллионов долларов. И журналисты у меня берут интервью, меня там спрашивают, вы хорошо это понимаете компьютер? Такой сейчас прикол был, вы хорошо играете?
Так просто на удачу несколько миллионов удалось увести.
Это круто. Даже только, да, чуть хорошая тогда. Понимаю, компьютер. Алло. Assalomu alaykum. Rahmat, Xudoga shukr. Aka o'zim tanimadim. Qaysi? Ha, yaxshimisiz? Siz yaxshimi? Xudoga bayrat shukr. Rahmat aka. Bitta bor ekan, ular aytyapti, o'zini nomiga chiqarib berishadi, 12,5 ming bo'ladi deyapti. Aha. Aha. Shu o'zini narxiga chiqadi, lekin kutish kerak uni. Menimcha ertaga chiqarib bera olsa kerak ular. Ha, yo'q, unga chiqmaydi, uni kutasiz unga ancha. Sababi uni shartnomasi yo'qda hozir uni. Uni shartnoma olish kerak, keyin navbatga olasiz, to'lov qilasiz, keyin kutib turasizda. Ishtiroq. Просто hozir sizga bitta pulisi berdi. Masalan, srochniy bo'ladigan holatda siz nomingizga chiqadi xolos. Sizga eng katta pul shu bo'ladi. Sababi baribir ko'chadan olsangiz ham shunaqa narxga olasiz-ku, lekin oforming qilasizda boshqatdan. Bu yerda o'z nomingizga chiqadi bu yerda. Bo'ldi-ku, xudo xolasa. Charchamang. Еще 30 минут.
Угу. Ну, отлично, думаю. Там, то есть, магазинчик есть какой-то, да, на станции? Что-то покушать, попить взять.
Рядом есть остановка,
Угу.
там очень вкусный хот-дог продают.
Угу.
Если хотите хот-дог.
Мгм.
А чуть подальше там продают самса.
Ну уж самсу.
Но хот-дог тоже очень вкусный и дешевле.
Ага. Ну, хот-доги мы и дома кушаем, если что. Самсу хороший у нас дома. Не так много готовят где. Хотя есть места, в принципе, хорошие.
Можем еще по дороге заехать кое-куда. Там продают только самса и шашлык.
Да
Можно
не,
попробовать.
уже лучше, наверное, на станции, чтобы не рисковать. Не, потому что надо будет все тоже как бы выключить, свернуть, так сказать, лавочку.
Просто на вокзал давно не ездил. Раньше там продавали.
Угу.
Точно не знаю самсу. А сейчас вот я думаю, продают ли там.
Ну, даже если не сам согласен, хоть что-нибудь, хотя бы что-нибудь было уже хорошо.
Можете написать мой номер, если приедете в Ферганскую долину.
Да,
Если
я
полностью
запишу
нужна
обязательно.
будет, я вам помогу.
Обязательно.
Потому что когда я был в России, многие мне помогали. Я это помню. И не забуду.
Это вот здорово. Главное, чтобы помогали. Приятно слышать хоть, что помогают. То мне пока все помогали, а я что-то вот не слышал, чтобы у нас помогали кому.
Не, вот в Томске там люди очень добрые. Очень добрые.
Ну, вот в небольших городах всегда хорошо.
Я вот с ними до сих пор и общаюсь. Держу контакт все равно.
Мгм.
Прям, ребята вообще прям респект.
Мгм. Да, это здорово.
Очень хорошая. Это у нас парк,
Мгм.
называется по имени Пушкина.
Мгм. Мгм.
Там тоже прикольно.
Мгм. Ну, вообще хорошо, зелени много
Мгм.
по городу.
Если приехали бы вот в середине марта, вот
А,
у
когда
нас
цветет
прям,
все.
да, цветет. У нас это как прям есть дерево, называется павлоний, знаете или нет?
Мгм.
Там похоже на сакуру. Прям заходите,
А.
прям по улице.
Мгм.
Там такое ощущение, что вы находитесь в Японии.
М.
Прям такой вайб дает.
Мгм.
Особенно те улицы, которые мы только что были.
Мгм.
Там прям такой красивый становится. Вы поедете на поезде, да?
Да, да.
Поезд вокзал.
Мгм. Я посмотрел, там на такси платить столько же, а ехать-то не особо комфортно будет с полной машиной людей.
Угу.
На поезде хотя бы спокойно сесть можно. А ехать столько же, я так понял.
Да, одинаково. Еще есть самолет, но
М.
сегодня нет.
А,
Ну, на завтра есть самолет, ну, примерно такая же цена,
мгм.
и там 45 минут
Мгм.
летать будете.
Да, здесь хорошо, что вот внутренние рейсы дешевые довольно. Потому что у нас дома, конечно, в России внутренние рейсы все очень дорогие. Ну, правда, расстояния тоже как бы здоровые бывают, но все равно что-то очень дорого.
Где-то это вокзал,
Ага.
оттуда и налево. Вот здесь
Туда
видите
налево.
будка?
А, где там
Да.
проверяют, досматривают, да? Все,
До свидания.
все. Спасибо огромное, выручили
Да.
прям. Катар Ахмат. А давайте я номер-то запишу. Если вдруг чего. Может, кто спрашивать, если будет, я обязательно сообщу.
Вот такой.
Угу. 8, 2, 3, 5. Ага. И полное имя, как вы сказали?
Шохрух.
Шахрух. Угу.
Здесь на этом номере Telegram, WhatsApp
Угу.
можете писать.
Отлично. Все. Спасибо огромное, Катар Ахмат. Вам тоже. Dude, what a nice guy. Holy. This trip so far is kind of like, you know, the best, the dankest NPC encounters, the random encounters with the best people, dude. Crazy. Just like dude was living in Tomsk for a while, for 7 years. I was like, there was a lot of good people in Tomsk and Russia that helped me, so I'm kind of, you know, paying it back a little. feels good, man. All right, man, I think I will need to call it here then, though, most likely, because they usually, you know, react pretty badly on like filming and stuff. So I probably not gonna go in like this. Yeah, like this trip in general just like showed me that there is still a lot of good people, like super good people, man. I got my faith in humanity restored a little in many encounters and stuff. All these like smaller countries, smaller like cities and stuff, dude, it's just, they build differently. It's like, you know, it's human basically still. So good, man. It would be otherwise like this, yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have time. Like, look, we basically just went there real quick, just went to show you the Jami complex, and we are back here, and like it's 30 minutes until my train. So like if I would be like waiting for taxi there for 6 minutes, like then taxi would be also probably going a while, right? And then I would walk around and I would need to wait for another taxi. That would be like at least like 20 minutes probably more wasted, and I would be here like, you know, 10 minutes before the train and just kind of like being all molding. So yeah, it's nice, it's really nice. What a nice guy. With the phone number if I'll need any help in Fergana Valley at some point. Very nice, very nice. Shahruch is our hero today. Feels good. So yeah, I will be then calling it and go. Yeah, like I would show you inside the station and stuff. But yeah, see, you need to go through like the whole check here. They checking all your stuff, and that means basically just like they usually react pretty badly on camera. Like I already had that when I was trying to go to I went to the TV tower, right? But I needed to pretty much kind of like turn the camera off and stuff for that, and yeah, they don't really react to it that well to the filming. So I think I'm gonna call it here then. So yeah, like Andijan, a little disappointed, except for obviously like the amazing dude, right? A little more disappointing because like, yeah, I was expecting from like kind of ancient city, you know, a little more like ancient things, right? And we got kind of not much, pretty much one really cool spot here at the end. That's pretty much it. That wasn't that crazy. Some other places were nice, but like my highlights of this trip weren't even Uzbekistan. That was basically fortress in Tajikistan, right, in Khujand, and the mountain yesterday. Like those were really cool. But we're gonna go to the main Uzbekistan things in a week. Looks like in a week. So now it's gonna be a week of a break, sorta. Oh man, I'm all super sweaty. Like holy shit! I'm gonna be removing like all the backpack and everything. It's gonna be just all my sweaty back there. So yeah, gonna be mega places in a week. That's gonna be some dank architecture and stuff. So that's gonna be the ancient stuff. That's gonna be Aladdin there. So yeah, you guys can tune in then. I will do a little IRL tomorrow, just going to grab some food probably, and then do a little recap of my travel here. But yeah, nothing super fancy. Some gaming, back to gaming for like a week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for supporting my travels and my insane adventures. I was a little kind of like, you know, in speedrun mode, but